Welcome guys to an episode with the Doomed Hell. Intel has been very successful on two fronts, although they have lost a lot of their market share ever since 2017. Overclocking in the gaming platforms and in the very top end, the server and high-end workstation platforms. Intel has been somewhat successful on both fronts, although every new AMD generation, the tides have been changing in favor of AMD. It feels like just yesterday AMD had a single CPU platform and we're struggling very hard to find new consumers on it. However, AMD WRX80 is a new platform which tends to attack the Intel at the very top end, the C601 and 602 platforms, which had some success in certain fronts. Previously, Threadripper was made to attack these big platforms with some success, allowing for more budget-oriented audience to enjoy the somewhat ultra-enthusiast grade of performance. However, the issues which costed the original Ryzen release some gaming performance and memory overclocking costed some of AMD's massive momentum right from the get-go. Threadripper's original STR4 release had very good motherboards, although with some issues as well. For one, LGA 3647 and LGA 2066 had more processors to choose from and better CPU scaling. You could get from quad core at 5.1 to 5.2 gigahertz all the way up to 18 cores on the X299 platform and up to 28 cores at 5 gigahertz on the 3647 platform. The Xeon Skylake SP and X processors scaled up to 28 cores in 2017, while meanwhile AMD was limited to 16 on Threadrippers. Although they weren't exclusively against each other, this demonstrates the point I'm trying to make. Threadripper didn't compete in the top end, and Epic, although had very good core scaling and completed extremely successful onto the server mainstream, was an absolute failure in terms of motherboard quality onto the consumer market. They didn't even have USB 3 Gen 2, which is extremely important back then for consumers. This meant that Intel still had some leverage on some niche markets, which meant AMD had some work to do to attack these niche markets. Once again, AMD tries to attack Intel the C602 by releasing good scaling, finally high quality server platform, which allows enthusiasts such as workstation users and servers. WX80 tries to entice enthusiasts by once again releasing a X299 competitor with lots of cores, lots of RAM channels, lots of I/O, and most of all, very good PCIe scaling. Finally, 128 PCIe 4.0 lanes on a consumer platform. Although Threadripper Pro might actually be the Threadripper 5000, which I had been praying for in terms of rumors and exactly what I was looking for so many years, there seems to be a little issue with a Pro platform. There's a lot that is wrong with this platform. For one, they're not supporting an unlocked multiplier. AMD has said that overclocking is not supported on Threadripper WX, which means that if you were looking for a direct competitor with Xeon WX 3175 or even the 10980XE, which are overclocking record processors, this new Pro release may not be for you. Although there will be some solutions to this issue, for instance, PBO and Force Boost, maybe two of them. PBO has been super successful at competing against overclockers, for instance. It's still not overclocking. It's not the same. We're not going to be able to hit these high overclocks. And another factor that we should consider is that Zen 2, although super competitive in terms of workstation and some gaming tasks, it is not exactly 5 gigahertz capable, which is a huge change in it's a huge deal breaker in a lot of benchmarks and just general tasks. Meanwhile, the platform's new potential is definitely showing. However, it is very, very sad that TRX 40 and STR4 platforms are officially dead, which means that Threadripper 1000, 2000, and first gen 3000 owners are hating themselves right now. Furthermore, these processors are on Zen 2 architecture, like I said, probably due to some technical difficulties with releasing the official 5000 release. So although this is technically Threadripper 5000 in a lot of what the rumors were saying, it being that it's a platform that is extremely potent for a lot of applications, it is not strictly Threadripper 5000. And although WRX80 is a great new platform, a whopping 40 92 pins for a multi-chiplet platform capable of hundreds of threads and very, very high lane counts, USB count, and the possibility of multiple Thunderbolt headers, just as X399 had, it lacks in overclocking. It's way more expensive than previous platforms, as well as not being very consumer friendly. And finally, its initial release is not exactly telling of the true performance we will see on this platform. Therefore, I advise not purchasing this platform anytime soon, and I will personally wait until owners will start selling off their processors for this platform when the newer ones come out. That is when I think the motherboards will be cheaper, and we will, soon get very good amounts of PCIe 4.0 support. Hopefully we will see an SR3 killer on this WRX80 platform, although from the rumors, AMD are strictly not allowing overclocking on these motherboards. So unless one of the big three companies, that is Gigabyte, Asus, or MSI, well, you see, the third one, it's always been either MSI or ASRock. I believe that right now it's MSI. Either of these three companies on AMD's platforms will probably release a very good overclocker. I do believe it's going to be Asus. Asus has always been pushing overclocking the hardest on any platform that includes AMD. And they have also pushed really hard on Intel, but EVGA has been almost the biggest competitor against AMD's overclocking platforms, as the Dark series has really pushed tides, and as you guys know, EVGA is never going to come on AMD, so that is where AMD has competition. It's always been in the overclocking department. I'm just very scared that WRX80 won't have that overclocking that I personally really want, and I don't know if you guys know, but I am considering buying X299 at this point. 18 cores, 4.8 gigahertz or more, and very good support for slightly older bandwidths, although very playable bandwidths as well. This means that X299 will probably be my platform as well, that it's one of the cheapest at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please join the Discord. It's always active. I'm always posting on it, although most of us are offline these days due to the semester starting. And hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.